And it's Ken Kraetzer at Mikey Stadium. We're at Media Day. I have a chance to talk to one of the young Army running backs, Joe Walker. And Joe, tell us a little bit about yourself. What year in school are you now?
I'm going into my Cal year, which is your junior year here at West Point. This is my third year. I went to prep school and then I did my first 2 years at the academy, and this will be my third year at the academy, but my fourth year at West Point.
Absolutely. And where are you from?
Fayetteville, Georgia, sir.
That's great. Another one of the Black Knights from Georgia. We chatted. You had a great game against Connecticut last year at Yankee Stadium. What were some of the highlights for you? You were averaged over 4 yards a carry when you got your opportunities last year. What were some of the highlights for you?
Um, a big highlight for me was just kind of seeing our team kind of rally together at the end of the game. Of course, I had a good game, which was exciting. I had my first rushing touchdown. Then I had a second touchdown. Had a couple of big catches. But I'd say like the most exciting thing for me was kind of seeing the team, come together when we had our backs against the wall and kind of finishing the game. A big focus for our team was like the fourth quarter finish. And I feel like that game was a perfect example of us finishing strong in the fourth quarter. So that was pretty exciting for me.
And your first 2 years at West Point, you had some great running backs that you were playing behind: Larry Dixon, Terry Baggett, Ray Maples. What did you learn from the upperclassmen? That was as good a trio of running backs as we've had here at West Point in a long time. What did they teach you about how to play the game, how to be a West Point football player?
Um, Definitely at West Point, it's a little different being a student athlete here. They taught me just how to balance cadet life, and then on the football field, they just taught me how to have a short memory. I made some mistakes early in my career as a West Point running back, but they told me to just have a short memory, just make up for it on the next play and just do your job. They always focus on doing their job, making their important block, whether that was their job or carrying out a fake or them running the ball. They always stress the importance of like paying attention to details and just doing your job. That was a big thing that those guys taught me.
And one of the players, another senior graduate last year, I enjoyed watching Trent Turrentine, was such a good blocker. How is blocking for you as being part of the option offense? I know you're called upon to block quite a bit.
You block a little bit more than you would probably think coming in, but blocking is very important as a slot back. And it's pretty important to me because when we block a lot of things uh, that the older guys taught me is that when you're blocking, it's kind of like taking care of your brother. Your block is crucial to your brother's safety because he's not looking ahead of him. He's running, keeping the relationship with the quarterback, and he's kind of just running with his head turned. And it's your responsibility to take care of your brother and take care of all your brothers. Whoever you're blocking for on this team, everyone in this room is your brother. Everyone in this roster is your brother, and you want to take care of your brother. That's kind of how we look at blocking. That's why we take blocking very seriously here.
Absolutely. Now, being a junior, starting to move into more leadership roles here, both in football and in the Corps of Cadets, what is it like for you now to be one of the cadets who really sets an example and takes on more of the key roles here at West Point, both in the Corps and as a football player?
It's a different experience, but this is what West Point's all about. It's about developing yourself as a leader. It's been a different role for me, just basically kind of, sitting back and kind of taking the notes and kind of being the follower. It's kind of like learning how to lead from those guys. Terry Baggett was in my company last year, so I got to see him down at the Corps, within the Corps of Cadets, and watch him as leader and interact with other cadets. I also got to see him up here at the football stadium, so I kind of definitely learned a lot from Terry Baggett. It's a little bit different, but it's definitely been enjoyable. I've learned a lot from it. I feel like it's good. It's good development for me as a leader and also the other guys. Just kind of see what's passed on along through the slot back room.
Absolutely, what a great example Terry Baggett is to model after. Now, tell us what you're studying here and how you've managed to find ways to manage your time so you can be successful academically in football and also with your core responsibilities.
I'm a system design and management major. The way I've kind of worked on, developing a schedule. That's kind of how it works for me. I work best on schedules, so I kind of plan out my time during the week. I allot out times for my homework and studying, and I allow some kind of blank space in there just for case of any some flexibility in my schedule because things happen, things change. Some assignments I finish faster than others. Some take longer than expected. Um, but definitely, just planning out a schedule each week has definitely helped me manage my time between football and getting my homework done, getting the rest in, and that kind of thing.
Is it amazing to you how much you've grown being able to do all those things here at West Point? Is there a point where you said, you realize how many different things you're accomplishing?
Absolutely. Definitely in high school, it it would have been a lot different situation. Um, but here at West Point, they really try to develop you, um, and try to work on uh, organizing your time. I would say, and kind of setting a schedule. And I'm definitely taking that to heart. And just this past year was like really big for me because I went into my second year at the academy. Schedule kind of picked up, and you're expected to take care of a plebe. I had two plebes, and I was their team leader. I was expected to look after them and also look after myself. And last year was really the first year that like kind of really it kind of hit me how much I was kind of juggling at once. But West One definitely prepares you for it, and just seeing an example from the older guys really kind of did it for me. And I just kind of followed after the footsteps, and you get into a routine, you get into a schedule, and it just becomes very easy to manage all those things.
Absolutely. And looking forward to that opening game against Fordham. What are your thoughts about opening the season soon?
I'm excited, definitely excited. Football season is always a great time of year for me. It's just exciting to know that you're gonna be back out there on Saturday or Friday before them game. But just back out there in between the lines, just hearing the crowd, just being around your guys, being excited for a game, just going to war. It's so fun, and honestly it's nothing like it for me. I've played a lot of sports, but there's just nothing like going out there with your brothers and battling on a Saturday or a Friday night.
Absolutely. And you have the Corps of Cadets sitting in the stands cheering you on. Joe Walker, a pleasure to talk with you, and best wishes on a great season here at West Point from all of us at the American Legion.
Thank you.
It's Ken Kraetzer at West Point for Sons of the American Legion Radio.